All right, so boom. In this video, I'm going to explain why I tell my clients, my educational and informational YouTuber clients, why they should not create, sell, make courses. And I know you're probably wondering, who is this dude in a gray, beanie, Australia? I think this is lacrosse. Like, wait, who's this dude saying like why I shouldn't create a course and why I shouldn't make a course? Well, my name is Vine Waga. I'm the founder of D-Ways Acquisition. We help educational and informational YouTubers scale to 5 to 6 figures a month. In the month of July, we just helped one of our first educational YouTuber clients cash collect about 10K in the month of July, where we were actually expected 30K, 40K in a place where the country was broke, leads were broke, tons of things and systems broke. That's besides the point. We just collected about 10K. Now we're scaling him to over the next couple of months, like 50, 60K months. And I have taken the time over the past 2 years to quite literally study and understand educational and informational YouTubers like the back of my hand, dude. Like, I understand the problems they have, and I understand what's preventing them from getting to the next level that they want to get to with their business. Usually, first and foremost, like just off the rip, educational and informational YouTubers just don't even have the right mindset in the first place to be able to scale and grow their businesses. Like, they're still focused on and caught up in, the amount of views they're getting, the types of videos they should be creating, the types of products they should be creating and stuff like that. And just the YouTube landscape and just like space, there's just a ton of noise and a ton of things that, I mean, there's a ton of things that just kind of maybe confuse you. Like, just so much different people saying this and saying that. And I'm probably adding to the noise. I'm one of those people who's probably adding to the noise, but I can guarantee you, I have actually taken the time to study, not the game of just getting views, likes, and subscribers on YouTube, the game of actually making money from your YouTube channel if you're an educational or informational YouTuber. So I know my stuff and I understand what the problems are. So I don't want to make this video too long, and I'm not going to make this video too long. But educational and informational YouTubers, like, you guys are quite literally the most powerful people in this online space. Like, there's nobody more powerful than you guys. There's no one with more authority and usually expertise, because for you to get tens of thousands of subscribers, you have to have some sort of expertise where people feel as if like, okay, I need to subscribe to you because you continue to give value and insights that they're not able to gain and garner by themselves. So with this knowledge, you guys have the potential to grow to, bro, multi 6, 7, 8 figure empires of businesses. It's just most educational informational YouTubers are just playing the game way too small. They're trying, maybe cheap little tactics like maybe a low ticket community, maybe a low ticket coaching, maybe selling some courses, whatever the case may be, and just selling themselves short. So I don't want to yap too much about like all of that. I want to actually get to the point of this video. Like, why should educational and informational YouTubers not create courses? Well, in simple terms, you guys should not create courses because, like I said, you guys are the most powerful people in the planet. If you want to have a 6, 7, 8 figure business, at the backbone and just the foundations and bedrock of a 6, 7, 8 figure is what? I'll give you time to answer. What is the backbone of a 6, 7, 8 figure business that is able to last for a long, 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 long time? I'll let you try and think of the answer. I'll give you 2 seconds. 1, 2. Well, I don't know if you got it, because if you're an education information YouTuber, most likely you don't understand this because there's just so much noise out there on like what you should even be doing with your channel and your business. Listen, the foundations of a 6, 7, 8 figure business, no matter what type of business, no matter what type of industry, is amazing customer results and happy customers, happy customer transformations. Look at Apple. Look at Tesla. Look at Microsoft. I'm on a Microsoft computer right now. I have an iPhone. Oh, my camera freaking, not camera, my mic freaking like fell off. I have an iPhone. I don't have a Tesla because I don't really like them, but like, you get the point. Like, I have had an iPhone my entire life. I have used Microsoft my entire life. And even though I'm actually going to eventually switch to Apple, but my point is, at the core of these businesses that are titans are, I mean, in the case of Apple and Tesla, like millions of happy customers. So what is the core foundation of just like business itself? Because if you don't understand what that is, You're not going to understand why customers is the core foundation. This is just simply a transfer of value. Money is transferred in exchange for value. People pay you money so that they can get value. If they don't get the value, how do you expect to have a business? And that's what people get wrong in the online space. They do tactics and certain things to maybe get sales. They think of it as sales, looking at it as money, as like sales. Like, yes, it's quote unquote sales, but what is the point of the sales if like it's the wrong mindset? Like the mindset you should be having is, oh yeah, got a new customer. Now that I have this customer, I have the aim to genuinely change their lives and cause a transformation in whatever you are selling them. Whatever you're selling to them, that's a whole nother story. We're gonna get to that in the next like 3 or 4 minutes. So just wait, because I'll tell you what you actually should be selling instead of courses. But you need to have the mindset of like, oh yes, I'm not just getting sales. I'm not just gonna do things that are gonna just give me sales. Like I'm gonna do things that are gonna give me amazing customer results, because customer results and customer transformations is what even allows you to get a lot of sales in the first place. Like this is why do you not see in the online space that hundreds of people every single year, you know, basically due to maybe good marketing, or maybe they're good at making videos, whatever the case may be, and maybe they have a lot of knowledge to share and people follow them on other platforms, subscribe to them on YouTube, whatever the case would be. Do you not notice how mostly everyone kind of gets wiped out? There are some people who you never see again because of they're making this one simple mistake. And before I say this one simple mistake, I want to give you an example. So today is September 6th, it's 2025. I started studying this and I started really learning and engulfing about YouTube. I mean, I've been engulfing YouTube my entire life, dude. I'm 23. I've been, watching YouTube videos all my life. I really started engulfing into this space and really understanding what it means to make money as a YouTuber in 2023. I have a whole story that I'm going to come out with in the next couple of weeks where I show my full origin. But for example, short story short, I saw a YouTuber who had about 2 million subscribers, Hamza. If you guys are familiar with him, I saw that he was still broke at 2 million subscribers. So I realized, like, okay, bro, clearly the money's not in making YouTube videos; it's in monetizing YouTube videos and monetizing from your YouTube videos. But in 2023, this is when school was starting to get popular, and this is actually way before school was starting to get popular. I was able to see the first school games. I was able to witness it. Actually, Hamza won the first school games. And if you notice now in 2025, the people who are at the top of the school games leaderboards, and just the leaderboards in school in general, are not the same people that were at the top if you were around in 2023 and 2024. Do you know why this is the case? I'll tell you why this is the case, and this is the fatal mistake that you're making and that these people are making, that they are not optimizing for customer results and transformations. These guys are just optimizing for money. And what happens when you only optimize for money and sales? What happens? You'll eventually fall off because the amount of value that you're providing isn't caught up to the amount of people who are buying your stuff. So they're buying your stuff, but then when they buy your stuff, they're not getting that much value. They're, especially in communities, they're churning. Also in courses, they're not getting to the result that's promised in the course. Maybe the course result isn't even that good of a result or a transformation. People just buy because they like you. You're extracting value and sort of like brand equity out of your audience, like when you're selling to them in the first place as well. So if you're extracting brand equity from them, like taking equity out of your audience here and there, here and there, here and there, and the value in what you're selling isn't enough to compensate for the amount of brand equity that you're taking out of your audience, bro. I'll give you game, by the way. This is why you see that these people fall off, because they aren't optimizing for customer results and transformations. They're not optimizing for long-term business growth. For example, Hamza used to make like $200,000 a month. He doesn't make that anymore because, I mean, Hamza, I have a lot of respect for him, but like it's the same case with a lot of these YouTubers. They are optimizing for money. They have a fall, they have a rise, like when they're viral, their views are popping, yeah, a lot of attention, a lot of traffic. But then what happens? The amount of value that is in the thing that they're selling isn't enough to compensate for them constantly extracting brand equity out of their audience, by selling to them and, just releasing offers and products, whatever the case may be. You cannot release an offer or a product, a course, a workshop, or anything like that if, I mean, and this is just the fault, the like true reality of it. It's like low ticket can never and will never give the amazing results that actually allows a business to thrive and flourish and actually last for years. Rarely. You have to be one of the top people who are able to sell low ticket, the top business people to be able to sell low ticket to be able to do so. Most YouTubers are not that. Most YouTubers aren't even business people to begin with. And this is just the raw reality of it. And there's a reason why most YouTubers fall off over time. Yeah, you can have your shine over the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. Sure. What happens after those months though, when your audience and the people who are buying your stuff realize that they're wasting their money and they're not even getting the good result that they're being promised? And you might actually have something good that you want to sell. You actually care about your audience, you actually care about results, but there's a reason why low ticket and courses don't really garner and get that amazing transformation and result. And it's simply just because of the fact that like you can't, you're not, you're it's impossible to give such an amazing result in something that doesn't really take that much time to build. Like a low ticket community can be put up in like a week. A course can be put up in maybe a couple weeks. Like I mean, unless you're doing like some big long one, but at the end of the day, even with that, it's like these people don't have the main thing that actually gets people customer transformation and results, which is accountability, guidance, support, coaching, whatever the case may be. So this is why you shouldn't create a course, you shouldn't create a workshop, you shouldn't create a community, none of these things. You can create these things, but you have to do one step right first. What is this one step? I'll tell you right now, and I don't want to make this video too long, and I want to just kind of get to a point right here. Don't sell courses. Sell an offer that's preferably high ticket, because if it's high ticket, it means you'll invest your time and energy into, and the person who buys their high ticket will invest their energy and attention into. Don't sell courses, sell transformations. Courses and communities sell results. High ticket offers and high ticket whatever, coaching, consulting, whatever the case may be, sells transformations. There's a difference. A result is just something that, hey, like, yep, I got this result and, you know, I'm fine, but my life isn't really that changed and differentiated. My life isn't, you know, that different. Like, yeah, it's probably a little bit better, but everyone has this one desired vision and goal and life that they envision themselves having in context to a specific thing. So for example, I'm in business. I have my vision of where I want to be with my business, my life, and everything that's surrounded around that. And that's outside of like maybe my vision of like how I want to look like with my physique. Real one. Actually. Or like maybe how I want to be like in my relationships. Like, so everyone has a domain in their life like where they have a vision for it. So like, for example, my business is a vision, and then I also have a vision for like maybe how I want my family life and marriage to be in the future. So it's like different, but everyone has a vision for each domain of life. The point I'm trying to make is that results don't get them to that vision. Do you understand? Because a result is only a small, maybe just a small part of the vision. And because of the fact that it's low ticket and medium ticket, like courses, workshops, communities, whatever the case may be, you can't put enough information and you don't have the enough variables or enough ingredients in the recipe that actually causes someone to get to that desired end vision. So some of these ingredients in this recipe to get someone to that desired end vision is they need to have accountability so that they can, you know, stick to it. They need to be able to have everything from their current situation to their desired end vision, and they need to have every single step individually that gets them to that desired end vision. Courses and communities don't have some of these things. Like, and there's a lot more in the recipe, but I don't want to go into too much depth. Transformation, on the other hand, is the full package. If you can label every single step that it takes to get someone from where they are right now to literally their desired end state and vision with the whatever context, you know, thing that you were talking about. Like for example, my client who just got about $10,000 a month of July, it was piano. And it's not just piano, it's like a transformation in regards to piano. So it's like everything that we sold his audience, and by the way, very effortless to sell because we literally gave them the exact thing they wanted, not a result, the vision. Basically, we mapped out every single step and every single thing that it took to get them from here to here, which is, and here, like I said, is the desired end vision. So, bro, it's impossible for them not to want it because it's literally the desired end thing that they want in context to the thing that you talk about in your YouTube channel. In my client's case, Cecil, it was piano. So transformations is what actually causes people to, get amazing results. And then by therefore them getting amazing results, that increases your brand, that increases just your demand for your business and why people want to purchase from you in the first place. You document this demand, you showcase it on your YouTube, you showcase it on your social medias. It's not views, it's not likes, it's not any of these things that builds, that gets clients. It's not any of these things. Like that gets the traffic, but traffic isn't clients. Traffic is just attention. Traffic has to be converted and turned into money, into sales. There's a process to do so. It's not just make this type of video and you'll blow up your business. It's not just that. It's a sequential process that happens. Like views is just the attention. You have to go through a process to get to the point where you're even making money in the first place. And that's where people have to believe in what you're selling. People have to believe in your story. People have to see other people get amazing transformations. And people have to just see that you are really about what you do and not just, it also just kind of comes off, and this is kind of intangibles, kind of just comes off just in like how you present yourself in your content, like your morals, your values. All these things matter. So I'm gonna wrap this up here because I don't want to get too much, but don't sell courses, bro. Don't sell courses. Okay, actually, let me finish with the last point because this is actually going to help. This is the one last thing I'll say. You can sell courses and communities, but you can only do so after you have figured out exactly what it takes to get someone from this place to that desired end vision, and you've done it a ton of times. If you have never done that before, don't sell a course, don't sell a community, because you're not even going to know what it takes to get someone to that end desired result. How could you? Because you've never done it before. That's why brands fall off after 1 to 2 years, no matter what, if you're not focusing on this, because customer results is the backbone. Apple has the best results in the game. Results, quote unquote results, but as in like the amount of value that they give in their phone is phenomenal compared to anyone else. Nobody uses Android unless you're weird. People use iPhone. You can't sell a course, you can't sell a community until you have learned exactly what it takes to get someone to this end result. And that's why I tell my clients, don't sell a course. We sell transformation first. We sell transformation, we figure out what works, and we get amazing results. Then we launch again and sell another transformation. Sell the same transformation, but to more people. Figure out what works, more, get amazing results. Then we sell transformation again. We need at least 20, 25, 30, 35 people that have gone from here to this end desired vision before we even know what to even put in a course or a community. But with my clients, we don't just create courses and communities. That's low ticket, mid ticket. You want to have all offer suites, but we eventually get to a point where we have a full-on productized service/program that is proven and has shown to have gone the avatar and the people who you're targeting from here to here, because of the fact that we've done it for 20, 25, 30, 35 people already. So because we've done it for 30, 35 people already, we know exactly what it takes. We know exactly what works. We know exactly what works to get them here. And once we know exactly what works, we can now sell it on repeat and on like sort of, I don't know what the word is, but we can sell it on kind of to the public. That's not the right word. Like we can basically sell it on demand, as in like basically what I'm saying, we can sell to multiple people at the same time without maybe having to work, closely with, your customers just to, get them to result, because we already know what it works. That's why we put in like a productized service, a productized program. It is only after though, it's only after that. It's only after we've gone 20, 25, 30 people at these amazing results before we can do so. So you can't skip steps. That's the whole point. Don't sell a community. Don't sell a course. Focus on getting amazing customer transformations and customer results. And I promise you won't have any business problems. You think you have business problems. You think you have video problems. You think your content doesn't convert. You think, you don't have enough views. You think your product isn't good. You think your sales page sucks. You think your thumbnails are bad. No, these are just symptoms of the problem. The main problem is that you just don't have amazing customer transformations and results. It's as simple as that. I'm going to end the video here. If you want us to help you implement the full-on infrastructure, put the full simple path of how to get from wherever you are right now, 0, 5K, 10K a month to 100K a month and beyond, you can DM me the word synthesis on Instagram. You can comment. You can click the link. You can, schedule a call. We at D-Ways Acquisition, I've studied this for 2 years. And we're taking all of our clients. I'm setting the standard that I want all of our clients to be at least at 50 to 100K a month, no matter what. It's impossible that YouTubers should not be at this level. So We're doing everything that we can to do so, and I'd love for you to be a part of the journey. But only if you are committed, only if you actually want to get your customers amazing results. Because if not, then don't even, you know what I'm saying, don't even DM me. There's no point. You're not going to be able to keep up with the savagery of our clients who are actually focused on getting their customers amazing transformations and results, because that's what's actually going to allow them to scale and last for years, not just months. We don't want to just be in the game for some months. What's the point? We want to last for years and make millions of dollars doing so. So that's all I have for you guys. DM me synthesis on Instagram or comment, whatever the case may be. I'll see you guys in the next video. I have some bangers coming, bro. I promise you, bro. It's about to be crazy on this channel. I'll see you guys later. Peace.